welcome back to the channel, everyone. Well, it's a beautiful sunny Saturday here in Ontario, and unfortunately I'm not riding. And you're gonna say, well, why is Don not riding on a Saturday? That's very unusual, which it is. But next weekend we're heading to Elk Lake Wilderness Resort. It's about a 6.5 hour drive for us. So we hadn't planned on riding today, but of course not riding. Kind of bored, got nothing to do. So I thought I'd give a little rundown here, a little review on my 2024 Yamaha YXZ and everything I've done to it so far. And yeah, so here it is. As anybody that follows along the channel would know my machine. But I thought I'd give a little update to those that don't, what all we've done and how I like it and whatnot. I think I got, what do I have now? I've got around 1,000 kilometers on it now, roughly in there. But anyhow, yeah, so right off the bat, this model obviously doesn't come with the roof or the winch. So we put the roof on. That was our first add-on, which I bought right from the get-go. We got the 4,500 pound VRX Warren winch and the bumper that goes with it. That's a Yamaha accessory there, the bumper is. I did put one of these little rubber stoppers here just so you can pull the winch in good and tight and the cable's not going to go back in through the fair lead. I did put that on. Right off the get-go as well, we upgraded the tires and rims to fuel rims, the bead locks, because this machine doesn't come with bead locks. The XTR or the SE here in Canada, depends if you're in the US or Canada, it doesn't come with this one. It comes with bead locks, but this one doesn't. So we upgraded to the fuel rims, which again are a Yamaha accessory. Motorsports of Trenton does sell those fuel rims as well. They're a dealer for them, so if you want some fuel rims, go see them. We put the EFX Motoclaw tires on it, 30-inch. We went up one size on the tires, and so far they're holding up pretty good. We did a lot of road running and we were in West Virginia, and they actually held up. We put, what did we put on? 600 kilometers altogether in West Virginia in the 5 days we were there. Not saying that was all road running, but we did enough highway running in that, because that's what you have to do down there to connect some of the trails. And if you want to get back to the cabins earlier instead of getting back at midnight. So yeah, but they held up relatively well. So, and what else did we put on right off the go? I think that was it. Oh, the fender flares. We put those on right from the get-go. When I bought the machine, I bought the fender flares. Fender flares, I'm a little on the fence about. They don't add a whole lot of coverage, to be honest with you. I'm just giving an honest review here. If you look in here, like at the back here, it's about maybe an inch sticks out. But down at the bottom, down here, you might gain maybe an inch, if that. Maybe. And same goes for the front. Like you can see there, you're gaining about an inch of coverage basically on the front. There is another aftermarket piece you can get that kind of comes out like this, and I don't know if I really need it per se, but I know there is a piece out there like that. Not saying not to buy the fender flares. Like, to me, especially on the blue, that black makes it pop. So I kind of wanted them on there just to add a little bit. And I guess it does, like you can see here where I've scuffed it up, you know, hitting trees and whatever already. And here you can see where the tree limbs have scratched them there. But so if you didn't have those on there, yeah, they're going to be hard on your actual plastic. So they do protect your plastic. So you're a type of person like myself that wants to keep the machine looking good, it's worth the investment. So I think that was basically it when I bought the machine. And then Oxbeam sent me these pod lights. They're clear, or they'll go to amber. They don't strobe. These ones don't strobe like my ones on my RMAX did, but these ones here just go clear and amber. They're really, really bright. They work awesome. So I got them on the back. Again, they're just Oxbeam, the clamp I just got off Amazon. Nothing that everybody else can't purchase. And I put them on the front here as well. Same lights. This bracket here, as you can see, it's just an Amazon bracket as well, but made for the YXZ. So I put those 4 lights on, 2 in the front, 2 on the back. Kemimoto, kind enough to send me these mirrors. They're the foldaways, you know, they swivel up and down, whatever. As well as the rear view. That right now I got the rear view, I can pull it down. There's the rear view there. It's a Kemimoto. This came as a kit, but you can buy them separately as well. But I actually just folded up there because right now I can't see nothing out my back window anyways with my pack out, and we'll get to that in a minute. But those mirrors work really, really well. You know, for the price of them, you can't go wrong. Like, they fold in. I've hit numerous trees already with them, and they've never broke. So my opinion, why spend, okay, this is Canadian dollars, people, so just remember that. You know, I know people that have spent 180, 200 bucks on factory mirrors or those seismic mirrors and that, and you know what, you won't catch me doing that. I'll buy these ones here. I had a set of these on my RMAX for 2 seasons. Hit a lot of trees, never once broke one. So I'll stick with these ones. But again, it's all opinion. So anyway, so yeah, so we put the mirrors on. Kemimoto also sent us these, well, I call them holy shit handles, but grab handles, just to help getting in and out of the machine there. Makes life a little bit easier. What was next? Oh, the factory UTV skid plate. See if I can get down here for you. Get it there. You can see that. That's the factory UTV skid plate. 1/2 inch thick. Really, really good quality. Curves up here at the front. It's in, what is it, 1, 2, 3 pieces for the main skid plate. You got your center, I guess you got your outside pieces, one in the center, one at the back, and then another one at the front. So, and then as well, I got the ultimate kit from Super ATV, and it comes with these trailing arm guards, which I really wanted. You see so many machines, whether it's any brand, Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, them all, and the trailing arms are all dinged up and smashed up and paint peeling off them from hitting rocks and whatnot. So I did want those, so I made sure I got those, the ultimate kit, and the ultimate kit came with the front A-arm guards. Not that I really cared too much about the front ones, but again, it came with the kit, so I put them on. And big shout out to Factory UTV, because they did help me out with that as well. Appreciate that, all the support. One thing we did do though, when we installed them, we drilled the, if you can see there, drilled that hole, and we drilled a hole down there. Just for when you're washing. When you're washing it, the mud and even on the trail throughout the day, the mud and the water all will fall out. And again, same on the rear here. Maybe I come around this way, maybe easier. Again, there. We drilled this one when we installed them. And I actually just drilled this one out a week ago, because when you're washing it, everything would pool right here. So I just drilled another little hole there, just to let the mud and the water out. And as well, same in here. Those holes weren't there from factory, so we drilled them. And a few up in there as well. What we actually did we took the stock skid plate, set it on top of the factory UTV skid plate before we mounted it. Just took a marker, marked the holes, and then drilled it before we mounted it. And that way, again, we were just following the template from the stock one, and it had holes in it, so we knew right where to drill them then. Because otherwise the factory UTV skid plate doesn't come with any holes in it at all, basically. I guess if you're like, they're out of California, so if you're out west in the sand and the desert and that, you're not really into the mud like we are, that's probably fine. But here we need a little bit of drainage. We go through a lot of water, a lot of mud, and we want that stuff to fall out, not to hang around there all day. So that's what we did for that. Works great, no disappointments there. Highly recommend factory UTV for any of your skid plate needs, and they have other products as well, so go check them out. I guess then we installed the Weller racing springs. Yeah, got the kit from Weller Racing. These are stage 3s, just for the extra weight. They have stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. We were on the fence between stage 2 and 3, and Jason and Corey and Kyle down at Weller, awesome guys to deal with. We were emailing back and forth. I was telling them everything that I had on the machine, and again, awesome guys, awesome service. If you need some springs, definitely check them out. They know these YXZs inside and out, as well as your Can-Ams and other machines as well. But yeah, definitely happy with those. I had, to start with, I had like 11 inches of ground clearance, and now after putting these on, I ended up with 14 front and rear. So, and I haven't touched them yet since I put them on, and I've put, well, you can say 800 kilometers at least on since I've installed them. So I haven't checked the ride height in the last ride or so. Maybe they have sagged a little bit. If they do, we'll readjust them, and we just haven't got around to it yet. Been extremely busy with our rides and work and whatnot, so haven't got that far yet. But it will be happening. I did put a KFI trailer hitch on it, or receiver hitch, whatever you want to call it. I was debating on, there was another brand out there, the Hauser Racing one. They're the only two I could really find, and I would have had to order from the States and whatnot. Or this one here I picked up right here at, in Ontario, and it was roughly the same price. And the Hauser one was a little bit different style. It just had like a little ring on it, where this here I already had this piece here from my R-Max, so worked out to stick it in there. And I was afraid of it maybe catching on rocks and stuff, sticking out so far. But after I put it on, I seen how high up it was. We've done some rocky trails already, and I've never had an issue with it. So yeah, there's lots of clearance there. I'd really have to come down on a rock to hit that one. So we did that. Oh yeah, near the beginning as well, we did install this SA UTV's tablet holder. Again, just an Amazon purchase there. I just got a few microfiber cloths in there to wipe my goggles and stuff off if I wear them. This here extends up and down. There's a little nut here on the back to tighten your tablet down right there. So yeah, and then I just mounted my Ram quick grip cell phone holder. I swear by this thing. This thing is awesome. Spring loaded. It can be adjusted widthwise as well, just with a couple screws here, because we all know every time you get a new phone, it's either a different length or different width, different thickness, or something different about them. So this year way, I don't have to buy a mount every time I get a new phone. So we got that. We installed the dual USB port right here. There's two right there, as you can see. And it does have the readout on it. I'll turn the key on here. See, tells you the voltage. You know, and these here are the switches for the aux beam lights. Because of they have the amber modes and all that, we couldn't really hook them to a rocker switch because there's multiple wires in this switch. So, and they just fasten on with adhesive. So right there, they worked, and they're out of the way and easy to get to. And as well, we put this Kemimoto cup holder on the grab handle here, because otherwise your cup holders are down there on the floor, which is kind of silly if you ask me. I know my Can-Am XXC, again, they were down on the floor. You going through mud, water, whatever. Do you really want your water bottle getting covered in mud down there? I don't think so. So this way it's up high and dry. And yeah. Oh, and we installed this Kemimoto roof bag just for more storage. It's got all kinds of storage. Now that roof bag, they don't make one for a YXZ, but I did some measurements, and the measurements online and whatnot for cages. And this roof bag is actually for a Z-Force 950 CF Moto. The only thing I had to do, the straps front and rear were long enough. The ones out here that went to your outside of your cage were a little wee bit short. So all I did was buy a package of assorted Velcro straps from Amazon again, and just weaved them through the existing buckle that's on the sealant, the roof bag. Put them around the cage, works perfect. Cost me like 10 bucks. So you can make it work. So we got that on. Oh, we got our, I don't have the mic on it right here now for, I take it off for transporting, but our rugged radios, the 25 watt rugged radio, they work awesome. A bunch of our guys in the group have them. We got the stealth antenna here. That works great. Then I got notified by Fab FPF right there. FabFPF.com. These guys are out of Quebec, Canada, and of course I'm here in Ontario. And they reached out and wanted me to try their products. So they sent me this windshield, and I can't speak highly enough about it. Excellent quality. Now, I'm not just saying this because they helped me out either. It comes as a kit with your wiper, the washer fluid bottle right down there for the squirters. There's the squirters right there. And the wire harness, everything fit right to a T. Like, you don't end up with 3 and 4 feet of extra wire, like, you know, when you put on some accessories that's more universal, and you end up with all this extra wire, and then what do you do with it? You got to coil it up and it looks like crap and whatnot. Not these guys. These guys, every wire harness is made for your specific machine, and it's just, yeah, you got a little bit extra there, you know, but otherwise fits perfect. Comes with the switches, the rocker switch for to run it, everything, relay, the whole bit. And so yeah, so I got that. It does have 2 vents down here. I'll show you here. Loosen them off. Just 2 little wing nuts here on the inside, and then there you go. You got a cement vent. There's one on each side, and there is quite a bit of air that comes through that when you're going down the trail. I'm really surprised. So after I put that on, they ended up sending me the rear window, and it's a glass one as well. Fab FPF. Right here, it's kind of hard to see there with all my accessories on here, but again, perfect fit, works awesome. I can't speak highly enough of this company. A few of my other friends have already purchased from them, and here in Ontario they'll ship it out and we have it in 2 days. Yeah, just unbelievable guys to work with. So if you're looking for a windshield or a rear window for your machine, check them out. FabFPF.com, Quebec, Canada. Message them and see if they can help you out. Tell them Don's ATV Adventures sent you. But no, they're really good guys, awesome guys to work with. The only one thing I'm giving an honest review here, and Pascal from FPF, knows this already. As you can see, it stops on the passenger side. The only thing I wish it would stop on the driver's side, because if your windshield's covered in mud and whatnot, you're washing it, the windshield wiper stops up here, you always end up with a little bit of dribble coming down that side. So I wish the wiper would stop over there. So I contacted him. Again, awesome guys. He said his next batch of wiper motors he's getting will be stopping on that side, so I won't have to deal with that. But he also told me if I want to get rid, that's an auto stop, like it'll automatically stop. But he said if you don't want that and you can stop it manually, just unhook the yellow wire off the relay and then I can stop it wherever I want to stop it. There's whatever, you know, I can stop it over there, I can stop it in the middle, it doesn't matter. So next time I have the front end apart, because that's the worst problem with the YXZ, your relay and everything's in here, and to get that piece off I got to take off my tablet holder and the windshield to get this piece of plastic off. So that's the only downfall. But and then just recently, before our last ride, I purchased these Rotopack type gas cans just off Amazon. They're lockable, comes with a clamp that goes right on the cage. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave them there full time or not. I put them on for last weekend, didn't really need them, but I knew it was going to be a long ride, and I thought, oh, I can take some extra gas just to be on the safe side. But so anyway, so they worked okay. Now storage. Anybody that's got a YXZ knows storage is an issue with these, especially the newer ones with the rad in the back. So first off, I researched and researched and researched, and I finally found a box that would fit on there, looked really, really good. It was a Yeti Go box. I want to say it's a 60 quart, I think it is. Canadian, it was 400 bucks. So it was a little pricey to actually, then after I got it, I had to drill 4 holes in the bottom of it. But to mount it, it worked okay. I do carry a lot of stuff with me for our rides and that. Like we got first aid kits, we got a little water pump, guys rads clog up, set assortment of tools, extra rain jackets, you know, all that type of thing. Tire plugs, tire slugs for the sidewall. I carry a lot of stuff, probably more than really need to, but it's always good to have it. So after I did one ride with the Yeti box, I realized I wasn't going to have enough room for everything. So I decided to go with the pack out, the Milwaukee pack out. Now, you can't just go to Home Depot and get the wall mount and mount it on here, which I wish I could have, because when you go for this bigger box, as you can see with these here pieces on the corner, it's wider than the ones without it. So the wall mount, you could mount this and this no problem at all, but you can't mount the big one, and I wanted the big one on there. So I ended up contacting Badger Steel out of Wisconsin and bought the metal base plate. Great guys. I had it in roughly a week from Wisconsin, I think it was. Comes with the hardware, stainless steel hardware, just 4 bolts. Had it mounted like 5 minutes. It was quick and easy. So then I went and bought these here. This is just the big one for carrying my jackets and whatnot. This one here carries all my tools. This one's my water pump. Then this is a cooler. And this one's got like our first aid stuff in it and a few other little things. So I do have a bungee cord that I'll just put over it, because they do, you can see they just move around a little bit. They're not going to fall off, they're locked in, but they just got that little bit of a wobble. So I just put one bungee over it, quick and easy. I know a buddy of mine's got us on the Talon, and he does the same thing just to stop that rattle, because you don't want to hear that going down the trail. So then we also have a fire extinguisher mounted on there, as we all know everyone should. That might be close to everything I've mounted on her so far. Just taking a look around here. Yeah, I think so. That's about all I got on her right now. So hope you enjoyed this video. Now, as far as the driving of it goes, it's a different beast than the RMAX. Completely different. As everyone knows, I'll sit down here. The shifting is something to get used to. How can I say it? Around here on these trails, I've rode it now for 2 weekends now up here, and just regular auto, shifts great, no issues at all. When I was in West Virginia, the first day I ran it in auto, but I noticed anyone that's been to West Virginia, the Hatfield McCoy trails, you're always climbing a hill or going down a hill, one or the other it seems. So it would want to shift. Well, didn't want it to shift. I'd be climbing the hill and the revs would go up and it would shift and then it would bog down. So the last 4 days I basically ran it in manual, no problem at all. I played in like second, third gear, maybe fourth all day long, no problem. I loved it. So that's just a little hint there. And a couple times here, like last weekend, we were on some rocky sections. I just put it in manual, and that way it holds its gear. It doesn't try to shift on me. Works great then. But otherwise, for just normal average trail riding, just regular auto, works awesome. We did 160 kilometers last week, and I think I was right around a half a tank, or just leaving the half mark. So I could go 200 kilometers easily on a tank, easily. I don't know what that is in miles. You guys can figure that out. Just Google it. But yeah, other than that, I like it so far. I did like my RMAX. I still like the RMAX. Don't get me wrong. The RMAX is an awesome machine. I'd take one again any day. But I thought I'd try something a little different this time. And that's why we went with the YXZ. Yeah, if anybody's got any other questions about it, like if you watch my videos and that, you'll see us riding in here. Don't be afraid to leave a comment or shoot me a message, and I'd be happy to help you out or answer a question if I can. So yeah, that's about the extent of it. And again, I want to give a big shout out to Motorsports of Trenton. They just moved to their new location. It's on Sydney Street in Trenton. I got to get that actual address. I want to say it's 300 some at Sydney Street in Trenton. But anyways, you won't miss it here in a couple weeks. I'll have their big sign up. You will not miss it. You will see it. It's just south of the 401 in Trenton. They open up Monday. They finishing up moving today. I was just in there a couple hours ago and checked out their new place. Absolutely beautiful in there. Huge showroom. You got all your Yamaha products, ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, motocross, generators, pumps, you name it. Anything Yamaha, outboard motors. And they also got the veranda pontoon boats. So if you're looking for a pontoon boat, be sure to check them out for that. And G3 fishing boats as well. You got Amanda in parts, Terry in parts, Amanda in the service. You got 3 out back in the shop. Awesome mechanics. You got Brian as a salesman. Can't say enough for Brian. Anybody that's dealt with Brian knows what I'm talking about. And Curtis, the owner, awesome guy. Thanks, Curtis, for all your help. And but yeah, I was just in there. Huge inventory. They got, I think, damn near every model of RMAX that they have. It's in there. 2-seaters, 4-seaters. They got some of the X2 850s and 1000s. You said they had a ton of ATVs. Forget now how many's in crates out back, but they got a lot of ATVs. So they got good inventory. So if you need a Yamaha, go see them. Trenton Motorsports of Trenton. Just look them up online. And I usually hashtag them, so just hit the hashtag there and I'm sure it'll take you to it. As well, factory UTV for this awesome skid plate. Don't forget to hit them up if you're looking for one. And of course, Fab FPF for their windows. Awesome products. We got Oxbeam for their lights. WR Performance products for their total wash. That's how I get this machine so clean. Don't scrub it at all. I'm dead serious. I've never put a brush to this machine yet. Well, I shouldn't say that. I put a scrub brush to the header pipes on this because they're so exposed and they get covered in crap and they look like shit. So I did put a little brush to the header pipes there to get that little bit of rust off there. What else there? Oh, and the Kemimoto. Don't forget Kemimoto. Right there. Hit them up. They got all kinds of accessories for ATVs and side-by-sides. So make sure you hit them up. And yeah, follow us on YouTube, Facebook. I have to approve you on the group, so make sure when you send a request to join the group that you say where you're from and what you ride and where you ride. Instagram and TikTok. So make sure you hit me up on there. And yeah, so that should do it for the video. But again, make sure you check out Motorsports of Trenton. Awesome guys. Awesome guys. So I want to thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. All of my accessories I've put on it. I'm sure there'll be more. I'm not gonna lie. But oh, and also I might as well tell you now, because we're going there next weekend, Elk Lake Wilderness Resort. There'll be a video on that. Again, Jay, the owner, I've talked to him. Seems like an awesome guy. I know some other guys that have been there already. Awesome place. They're about a half an hour west of New Liskeard, Ontario. They have cabin rentals and all that. Again, we'll have videos up next weekend on showcasing that place, but definitely check them out too if you're looking for a spot to go. I know it's quite a drive to get up there, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it, and we're definitely looking forward to it. So again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, subscribe. I was just looking at my analytics the other night, and like 27% subscribe are subscribers that watch the videos, and the rest are not. What's that? 73% aren't subscribers. So if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost nothing. It's all free. Just hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, like it, give it a thumbs down, whichever. I don't care. Leave a comment if you want. Share it. It's all greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. So yeah, hope you enjoy these, and we'll catch you on the next video and the next ride. Thanks again. Catch you later.